Hello, welcome to another Premiere Pro tutorial, and this tutorial is going to show you how to recreate this using the particles we upload on the site. Of course, this is only for the people who are subscribed on Patreon and also who purchase the projects. Unfortunately, it's not free, but anyway, so let me just see and what we're going to be creating today. Let me play. And also you will be able to create this after you watch this video. And this is where I create another project. And you might be wondering, how did I create this glowing behind the title? So you can check my site and I have this tutorial, where to learn how to create this behind the title, the glowing with the stars. So make sure to check out that video tutorial and you will be able to create this effect behind the title. Going back and jumping to my Premiere, I already have this, you see this project, I already have in here. So we're gonna see the way we create this. Make sure to create a new title first. Before doing anything else, you need to download. Of course, if you already download, of course, it's only for the people who subscribe in Patreon and also who purchase the project. You will have those two folders, and also you will have folders H264. This is a MO file, and you will have inside this, you will have this bunch of particles, and also you will have those sets. And this tutorial, we're going to use in a couple from here. And also we're gonna use this set called set-011. The way to import in Premiere is just select and just drag and drop, and that's it. And so we're gonna go in here. So make sure I create another sequence as 1920 30 frames per second. And what we're gonna do is make sure, and also I create a couple titles, and you can download. It's free, of course. But before downloading the titles, the motion titles for Premiere, you must download the font that will leave the link on the description, and installing if you're using Mac or PC before downloading those motion titles. Otherwise, it won't work. And so you can download and just, I already have another video showing how to, install and premiere the motion templates from After Effects. Anyway, and this is where we have the animation. As I said, make sure to download the font. It's free, of course. The link will be down in the description. Anyway, so once we have this, we need to go ahead and drop on the first layer, and then we need to go to my footage. As I say, you can just drag and drop the, So let me go ahead and here, and we're gonna pull this, you can pause the video and copy the name if you cannot find. Or you can use bridge to preview. As I said, it's MO file. Anyway, if you're using an MP4 also, you will be able to see the preview. Anyway, once we have this, what we're gonna do is maybe arrange this a little bit down, the title, and also this Christmas, we need to pull this a little bit up and see what we have right now. It's a little bit, let me just a little bit down, maybe right there. And we're gonna copy this value, okay? We're gonna Command C to copy. And then what we're gonna do is go ahead and look for this. And as you see, this is the title, Christmas Tree Star. And so you can just drag and drop, and the same, we need to go and paste the value we copy from this down here. Okay, so we will have this. And make sure to deselect it, and we're gonna look for this effect called tint. Double click, and we're gonna just change the white color, kind of like orange, maybe a little bit, kind of like lights, and you will see this. You can leave like that, but if you want to have another color, this tree, so you can go ahead and also add this color, and make sure to have maybe red in this case. If you want, you can have any other color. And this is what we have right now. So what we're gonna do is select this on the bottom. We're gonna cut this piece left, and we're gonna just delete. And we're gonna go and select this. So maybe we're gonna go right here and cut this. So we're gonna just cut all those 3 pieces, and we're gonna make sure the move tool is selected, or and then what we're gonna do is hold it an option. We're gonna just duplicate. You see, and that's what we want. And so you will see why I'm doing this. Once we have this, we need to go and right click and go speed and duration, and maybe we need to go and speed maybe 5% and just hit enter. And also this one 5%. So let me go ahead and type 5. Okay, once we have this, we need to hit the N key on the keyboard and see how many seconds long we have. We got 33 plus 10 frames, you see, and I think that's fine. If you really want longer, so you can do longer than 33 seconds. Once we have this, we need to go ahead and create the holder. I already created this composition called holder. It's a 1920 30 frames per second. And what we're going to do in here is first we need to go ahead and drag and drop the image. So let me go ahead and look for the image. So you see, you can go ahead and download as well in my page. So let me go and show you where you can download. So as you see, we got this JPG format, and also you can download the PSD format, so you can customize in Photoshop. So let me go back to Premiere. As I said, the backgrounds are free, so feel free to download. And once we have this, we need to go ahead and look for this. Let me see, how did I call it? It's called Christmas Decorate. So let me just pull a little bit, and then what we're gonna do is go ahead and create and let me just pick the rectangle shape tool, actually rectangle, and just drag a rectangle. So let me maybe like this, maybe right there, so maybe right there. And also we might need to go essential and graphics. So let me just choose white color, and let me maybe align to the center as well. Cool. Once we have this, we need to go and make sure extend the same duration. And what we're going to go is leave it there. And what else we need to do is go ahead and select this background, go and look for track matte. That's my favorite preset. Double click and just say I need on a second layer where we have the mask, and this is what we have right now. What we're gonna do is select this, hold it an option. We're gonna duplicate and put maybe on the 7 for now. We're gonna go and select, make sure go essential graphics. If you don't see this, go window, make sure the essential graphics panel is selected, and make sure select this. And we're gonna go and uncheck fill, and we're gonna go and say I need a stroke. In this case, we're gonna go maybe 50 pixels, and you will have maybe a little bigger. So let me go 60 right now. Cool. Once we have this, we're gonna leave right there. And what we're gonna do is make sure to animate the image. I already animate. You already know, I think if you watch my videos, you already know how I animate the image. I just do a kind of like zooming a little bit, and I already have this. So let me just pull this little boy in here. So once we have this, so we're gonna pull another mask called, let me just go inside my footage and go set 011. And I think we have this called, let me just drag and drop, and you will see it's called 005 dash, non-fade is no mask. Cool. And once we have this, so we need to go ahead and maybe, before doing anything else, we need to scale down because it's 4K as you remember. So let me just go ahead and pull a little, kind of like maybe right there. So you see, we got this. We scale down. So once we have this, we need to go and make sure the image selected. Let me go and double click the track matte. And as you see, we got the mask on the layer 4. So we're gonna go and say we got on the number 4. And so we don't see anything else in here because we need to have matte luma. So make sure, and you see it's kind of like inside this background. Anyway, so going for it's select this image, and we're gonna look for shadow a little bit. And you see drop shadow. Let me just double click, and you can just play around distance maybe right there. So you can, it's up to you. You can play, and also you can maybe have a white. Let's see how it looks like. It's kind of like more realistic. I like that. And also you can add a bevel, but in this case I'm not gonna use that. And then once we have this, what we're gonna do is make sure select those, make sure to select the image and the mask, and holding an option we're gonna duplicate. You see, we're gonna duplicate and just move close to the other one. Cool. And once we have this, of course it's the same image. So what we're gonna do is go ahead in my image count. I already have those images animated, so I'm gonna just pull this. So holding down option, we're gonna replace the image, and you will see a different image. Nice. Beautiful. I think something's wrong in here. So let me just delete this. Let me maybe pull this image. So let me just hold it on option and replace it. And you will have this. So, and here we got this little boy. And here we got this kind of like cookie over here. Oh, anyway, anything you want. You can use a video as well. And we're going to do one more. So you can do as many you want. So let me holding that option just, you know, the same. So we're going to just go ahead and change the, you know, make sure the image is selected. And we're going to go and maybe those little cookies. So we're going to just hold it on option and just replace the image. And you will have, so you see different. And so, and also we need to extend this. And also we need to extend those down the bottom. And you will have this. And the second thing, I mean, or, you know, it's, you know, add another kind of like plate in here for the title. So let me just go ahead, essential graphics, make sure unselect all of them. So let me pick the rectangle tool again and just draw kind of like a rectangle in here. Not too big, so I can go ahead and, you know, and make sure I have just fill non-stroke. And maybe we need to maybe pull this a little bit down. And also we need to maybe put at the beginning. And we're gonna go and maybe add a, make sure selected. We're gonna pick this text tool and we're gonna type Christmas, Merry Christmas. And so we're gonna go ahead and change, maybe make sure selected. We're gonna change the color to red. If you want, you can have any color you like. And also we need to go ahead and change, as I said, I will leave the link in the description for the font types. It's free, of course. And so let me just type Christmas. And I think it was this one. And you see, we can just, you know, make sure to, and also if you want, you can go ahead and use my, you know, my titles that I create. As I say, it's free, you can download. And then we can just maybe pull this down here and just drag, you see. So if you want, actually, we need to put in up, I mean, up on the stroke, I mean the frame. So we will have like this. Anyway, so once we have this, we need to maybe, if you see in here, it's kind of like hard jump into between the image. So what we're going to do is go ahead and look for the cross dissolve, go into video transitions, dissolve, and just drag and drop, you see, and between the image, and just do the same. So you will have this nice fade crossing, you see. And then once we have this, we need to look for the transition start. So I need to go again to my set and then just look for the trans, I guess. And I think it's 9 here. So let me go back and see, put this list and look for the, it's called fake trans fly. And so let me just drag and drop and you will see this. Actually, this is 4K. So you need to go ahead and maybe just scale down a little bit. Make sure it's kind of like inside this frame right there. So you see. And then what we're going to do is make sure to have this on the screen. So let me go ahead and say screen and you will have this. So make sure to see where the transition between the image starts. So you can just pull this, maybe arrange this. And so you see, kind of like nicely. And so this is what we have. And also over here, we got another transition. So you can go ahead and see, we got this one. So you can just hold it on option. You can duplicate and you will have this. Basically, you see it's a little right there. So you will see the same thing. So that's the way you can make a lot of transitions, adding a lot of images in here. As you see, I got 3 images. So you can go ahead and do the same thing. So let me just add a crossfade also in here. So let me just see. and you will have this basically. Actually, you don't need to add this crossfade in here. You just need to add in this. Actually, this first knot and both of them. So let me just select. So go in here and move like this. Okay, and you will have this. Look, so you can just go ahead. Actually, you know what? I think it's starting too late. Let me see. Okay, that's fine, and this is fine too. Okay, you see, cool. And once we have this, we need to create this main composition I call main 2 because I already have the main 1. And what we're going to do in here is we need to go ahead and, pull the background. Let me just go ahead and see my background. Oh, where are my image? So let me go in here. As I say, you can download my site. So let me just pull this background called. So you will see what it's called. So let me just stand and see. It's called light gray background. So and this is what we have. And also we need to pull the title 1. So let me go ahead and look for my actual, where is my title 2? Actually, it's title 2. Yep. And just drag and drop. Why I actually, we should be on the main tool. Okay, that's why it wasn't working. And this is what we have, you see. So once we have this, and all, you see, and also we need to pull this called holder. So let me look for the holder and just pull on the top maybe. Yeah, we should put on the top. And this is what we have basically. So what we're going to do is select this holder, and we're going to look for basic 3D, and just make sure to select it. And just a double click, and we're gonna go, maybe we're gonna play in here. Let me see, we need to go distance, we might need to go 50, and we're gonna go and tilt a little bit, kind of like right there. And also we're gonna swivel kind of like this, and also we might need to move to the right in this case because the chi will be at the left. All right, so once we have this, we need to go ahead and, you see, so make sure to have this right here. And actually, you know what? So let me just go ahead 5 seconds, no, 3 seconds. Let me go 3 seconds, and we're gonna go and move this holder right there. Once we have this, we need to go ahead and play with the title. So let me just go, actually, let me just invisible this and go select the title. And what we're gonna go is and go 3 seconds long, and add a keyframe and scale and also position. Go 2 seconds long, or maybe 1 second long. We got 3, right? Plus 1 will be 4. So we're gonna go and actually, you know what? Let me just go 2 more seconds, so it will be 5. So let me go ahead and move this to the left right there. And also we're gonna go ahead and scale down a little bit, kind of like this, and you will have this. And also in here, so we're gonna just put this, and we're gonna go here, and maybe let me see where we end the title right there. So I think it's fine there. So what we're gonna do is, maybe at the start this holder, we're gonna go and add a keyframe. In this case, we are not going to scale down, so let me just go ahead. And maybe we got 3 plus 2 will be 5, right? So we're gonna go and add another keyframe. So let me just add another keyframe and go back to the beginning of this, which is 3 seconds. And we're gonna go ahead and move this to the right. So you will have this basically. So the title first, and then comes in, and the title goes to the left. Cool. Once we have this, we need to add a couple more things called, let me go ahead and show where is my set. And so I think it's called is low. Let me just go, so it's low, so in here, so you can go ahead and maybe go 50% because it's 4K, as I said. So let me just 50%, and you will have this. Look, nice. So you can just, holding an option, duplicate it the longer you want. So that you see. And so you make kind of like seamless, following the snow. And also you can go ahead and add, the transition dissolve, so you can just have a nice, you know. Cool. And so what else I add in here is this called, let me go ahead and my, where is my, okay, my set, this set is MP4, so it's called, you know, is Star Flakes, so it should be right here, you see, it's number 003 Star Flakes, and you will see this, nice, so you see, and also as I said, it's 4K, so we need to go 50%, and you will have this basically, and also we need to go ahead and say in opacity, we need, instead of having normal, screen, and you will have this basically, you see. So let me just see at the beginning how it starts and comes in and goes away, and also you see this keeps like flying from the bottom, you know, those little stars. So the way I keep this on the bottom is I cut in here this piece and just, you know, holding on an option, I duplicate the longer of the title or the you know, this composition called holder, so you can just do the same thing. And then after you duplicate those pieces, so you can have also the you know, the transition, so you won't have that kind of like, you know, let me just see, you can move this like this, and you can just you know, duplicate and add multiple object selected. You can just go ahead and maybe, let me show you what I'm talking about. So let me just go ahead and select and go to sequence and say apply default transition to the selection, and you will have like this. So you see, anyway, so that's the way I create this project, as I said. So make sure, as you see those pieces kind of like flying from the bottom, you see those are from the pieces I duplicate, so you will keep like this. As I say, you can just go ahead and check my website and download, of course, all the backgrounds and also the titles we create for Premiere Pro and After Effects. Of course, make sure to download the fonts before installing the title motion. And so make sure to check out my Patreon if you really want to get the particles pack. Also, if you already purchased this package, you know, the full or the bundle you see, so you already have this also this particle package. Anyway, I think that's all for today. If you have any problem creating this same project using the particle, so make sure to use the Facebook Messenger. It's much easier and quick to help. And also you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, English version, and also the Spanish version. So make sure to check and leave a comment and like the videos, and keep in tune for the next week tutorial. Thank you very much.